Hi,
Hello,
Jack.
mate. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, mate. Pretty good. Yeah, yeah. I've had a
Looking
good trim this week.
fresh.
Look at
Mate, look at that. Look.
that.
I'm still looking like Teen Wolf.
Woo.
Let me put you in my holster. Hold on. Ah,
So, pretty big night tonight, mate. Eh?
I know. I've put this on since I
Oh, a bit of a starter there.
put this on at 4 o'clock, so I'm pretty excited.
I know mine's been on for some time too. I did it.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll get into it in a moment. But smoking it up, I'm waiting for my crackling to crisp up. How's that?
you know what? It's one of them age-old dilemmas, isn't it? It's like chicken or the egg. What came first? What comes first? Succulent pork or crispy crackling? What do you do? What do you do?
I know, mate. I know. All right. Well, I'm. Yeah. Well, underway. I think we should have a little opening beer, one of our beers from our sponsors. So, what have you got there?
That's my beer bag.
That's your missus' handbag. You've stolen something.
My beer cooler.
Right.
You know what? As we've got a ginger themed episode, I've gone for the
Wow.
blood orange IPA with hints of citrus.
Okay. Well, I think I might go for a. Ooh. Let me have a look. Right. I'll try the little pudding.
Looks like you've got a shooting gallery there. Pew, 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 pew.
I think I might go for a little. I might go for a neck oil to get the evening started, and then I'll come over to the blood orange after that. Thing we've got a bit of an orange theme.
Fair enough, mate. So yeah, Beavertown Brewery is the beer sponsor for this week's episode. Thank you, Beavertown Brewery, for sponsoring this fine episode.
Thank you for looking after us. Yeah, much appreciated. So, yeah. So tonight we've got on tonight it's ginger porchetta. So maybe Jack, tell us a little bit more about the ginger porchetta, where it came from,
So we
and
were
right.
the prize. So we were kindly provided a porchetta or porchetta from the Ginger Pig Butchers.
Ooh.
London-based butchers. They've got a couple of branches all around London. There's one in Hackney, Loughton. Ooh, nice. And they've provided us a nice 2 kilo porchetta stuffed with fennel, garlic, nice fat on the outside. And it's all prepared for you. So if you wanted to, you could order this from them and it comes already done. You don't have to tie it yourself or anything like that. But I tell you what, Hills, they actually do butchery classes as well.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Did you get a glass of yours?
Maybe I stole one from a pub once upon a time.
I was about
I'm
to
not sure.
I didn't get a glass. Oh, the missus hates all my mismatching glasses, but I love a beer glass.
So yeah, so the Ginger Pig, they've looked after us tonight. They've given us each a 2 kilogram porchetta with stuff there. It's beautifully wrapped. Slightly, they scored it a little bit as well. Did you do any more scoring on yours at all, or?
No, all I did with mine is got it out of the fridge about an hour before I started to cook it and just dried it out. So patted it down with a kitchen towel, take away that excess moisture, and then salted it with some really fine sea salt. And what that does is brings the moisture to the surface, and then you just dry that again. So it dries that skin out.
Okay, well, a step back, right? So the porchetta arrived in the box, same as me, right? So it arrived refrigerated, etc., in a steel vacuum packed bag, with some ice around it, etc., ice blocks around it. So I took mine out the day. I got mine out of the bag the day before, put it, unwrapped it, patted it down so it was nice and dry, and then put it in the fridge uncovered overnight as well.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you did that at all.
I wish I was that organised. I did mine an hour before, dried it out, but I've got a trick to get proper crispy. Can't Can't even say it. Crispy crackling.
Crackling. Okay, okay. All right. So tell us this trick then.
So what I've got, I'll show you. It's easier. It's easy if I. So what
Oh,
I've got, I've cooked it on the rotisserie with charcoal.
yeah.
So we've got the crackling is not bad. Like it's not. It's getting there basically. But in this little pot, I've got some vegetable oil. And I'm heating it up, so it's going to be like 180 to 200 degrees Celsius. And then when the crackling, when the porchetta comes off to rest, I'm going to put it on a table with a rack underneath it and a tray. And then I'm going to pour the oil over the skin, and it will crisp it up. It'll be like.
Okay. Amazing. That sounds sensational. That sounds sensational.
The hose is ready if we need it. So yeah, look, the oil's coming up to temperature. That's not bad crackling, don't get me wrong, but there's some little bits which ain't brilliant. But
okay,
you know, don't be too hard on yourself, guys. If you're going to cook one of these, it's an art to get succulent meat in the middle and that knock-on crispy crackling. That's hard to do. Hard to do. How's yours getting on, mate?
I haven't got mine bubbling yet, mate.
No?
Mine's not bubbling yet.
What's the internal temperature of yours?
Internal temperature is, I'll put the pro back in a minute, but it should be about 53, 54 at the moment. So, what
are you looking for internally on your pork? 63
is the medium, I think, but you know. But because I've got it in there now, I cooked it slightly differently. I went for in the Weber SmokeFire. I used the new feature on the Weber SmokeFire, which the Smokeboost that's just come out in the latest software.
Okay.
So I put it on a bit earlier in the day, probably about 2. The new
that is early.
90 to 100 degrees, and it just sat there and smoked it for about 2 hours. Then I left it on at 120 with the internal temperature monitoring there up until about probably about 5, just before 5. It came up to about, by then it was about 53 degrees. So it was, you know, getting there, and then I took it out to rest a bit, so it will come up a bit more to get to the 63. But I don't quite think I've nailed the crackling.
You know what? It's one of them things, isn't it, where you're going to have to forego something, aren't you? It's either you nail the inside or the crackling is a little bit under par. But this trick I'll show you, it will make it so you can have both. Basically, you can have nice cooked pork and really crispy crackling.
Okay. All right. So we've got a we'll have another look at mine in a minute, but a couple of other things we should mention while everybody's here that we haven't mentioned yet, have we?
Tell me.
Well, you know, we haven't mentioned that there's the lovely people from the Ginger Pig.
Of course.
Are giving away a prize, of which is a barbecue box to the value of £70.
Ooh.
So I believe we have a winner, but we'll come back to that in a minute and announce who the winner is.
Yep.
We're also tonight sponsored by Erman's Wines, so they've provided us with a lovely Australian bottle of Shiraz Cab.
Is that Wilson on the front of the bottle from Castaway?
From where?
Castaway, Wilson, the volleyball.
Yeah.
Come on, you must have seen Castaway with Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll get my coat, don't worry, see you later.
All right. I'll do an emoji. How's that? There you go.
This is organic, isn't it? So no pesticides used during the making of it.
Yep.
It's one of Australia's oldest wine producers, dating back to 1854.
Yep, 5th generation.
Who read the show notes?
Yep. And is it Renmark? What does it say on the bottle? Where are they from? Because I know the area a little bit. It's just south of the Barossa. Oh, cheers. Here we go. They're online here. Cheers. And go, oh, off they go.
Oh, hey, wait.
I think it's from Renmark, which is just sort of south of the Barossa, part of the Barossa Valley.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
Yes,
South.
yeah. Renmark, South Australia. But you know what, though? When it comes to wine, this is exactly what I look for. A nice berry flavour.
Yeah.
I'm not too fussed about the sort of like peppery, sort of leathery wines. I'd rather something a lot fruitier. So this sounds amazing.
Okay. Oh, and Herman's Wine is saying some of the grapes are from the Riverland. And guess who do you know is from the Riverland, Jack? Yep.
What's the wood called?
Pardon?
Four gun? Is it the wood?
Oh, Red Gum. Murray
Red
River Red Gum. Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go. All right. So how's your porchetta going? I'm going to have a quick check of mine, mate. Oh, one other thing we forgot to mention.
So
We've got a really special guest at the end of the show.
we have indeed. In the segment known as Afterburn.
Yeah.
That's like Gladiators, isn't it? You know, like, remember, contestant ready. That's like that.
All right. Oh, yeah, no, it's great. But yeah, he's a bit of a legend. He's from Birmingham, which is just north of Watford somewhere.
Yeah. Anything past Watford is up north to me.
Yes, yeah, and he's a wonderful guy. He loves a good natter, and I think he's getting dressed. I think he's getting ready for a bit of a fireside chat during the Afterburn segment today.
Dressed or undressed?
Who
knows?
We're in the hands of the northern gods, mate. Well, I can't wait to be having a bit of a yarn with him.
Yeah, it'd be good, mate.
And he's a big foodie. He was a chef currently.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah. It's a shame we can't get all of us into the same live arena to chat. So I'll have to watch on. I'll be a voyeur.
Okay. All right. So how's your pork going, Jack?
Looking good, mate. I'm going to get it off in a minute, let it rest, and then I will perform the crackling trick.
I haven't got the crackling crackle.
Yeah?
I've just got a nice skin on it.
Oh, that's not good. I've got that.
Let me stoke the fire.
Yeah, mate. If it's not ready, don't rush it. That's the whole thing with barbecue, you know. People say, how long does that take? It's ready when it's ready. The internal temperature for pork is 71 degrees Celsius. That is the British Standard Advisory Board's temperature you should cook it to. But
which temperature?
I think it's 71 for pork.
71. I have 63.
Well, it changes every now and again. It used to be with the risk of trichinosis, you had to cook it to 71, but I cook my pork to low 60, like you said, 63.
There we go. We'll find out in a moment. I've just put the probe in. We'll see what it's going.
I was saying, Hills, if it's not ready, mate, it's not ready. That's barbecue, isn't it? You know, things take as long as they take.
Yeah. No. Oh well. You know.
Yeah. I better keep an eye on my oil though, otherwise we'll be in trouble. Yeah, looking good.
Okay. Well, it's getting there. So I think it's good. samfoodman.ir. Nice one, mate. How are you going?
I can't see the comments. Mine have stopped working.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sad times.
They're mostly emojis.
Are they?
Give it time, Thomas Chef says.
That's it, mate. Give it time. You can't rush these things. Ready when they're ready. So how are you enjoying your Beavertown beverage?
Wow. I quite like the neck oil. It's a bit of a favourite. It's on tap around town, and you know, oh, Fat Foodie says, "You pair of sexy bastards." How's that?
You're right.
Mate.
You know what? What a great name for a beer, though. Neck. That is literally it, isn't it? Neck oil.
Mm.
I'm jealous of your glass, though. Like I've got a, you know, my drinking vessel is nice, but it's not as nice as yours.
That's what you say to all the fellas, huh?
Yeah. Mm.
So the Ginger Pig then, they've been very good to us with the pork here. The barbecue box that they're giving away, maybe we should talk a little bit about that. I've got and maybe announce the prizes. So
what's actually in it? Because I don't actually know what's in it.
I have it right here to hand. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
So the prize of the Ginger Pig is the barbecue box, and it's the value of £70. They do national delivery, so it'll be one of the winner that's chosen in the UK. We deliver to them within the UK.
Yep.
It has one 660-gram T-bone. That's not a bad T-bone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I could do that one sitting easy.
It has 2 rump steaks. I forgot the size there.
Such an underrated cut. I was saying to someone the other day, I love rump steak at the minute. It's such an underused cut. Everyone like goes for ribeye or sirloin. Yeah. Good bit of rump steak, mate. Nice bit of fat on the outside, cooked right. Amazing.
I haven't had a bit of rump for a while now. I think COVID-19's looking forward to a bit of rump. But I haven't had a rump steak for a while. I've mostly been on the ribeyes. Had a porterhouse the other day.
Oh yeah, posh lad.
Yeah.
What is a porterhouse then, compared to a T-bone? What is a porterhouse?
So the porterhouse has the additional steak in it, which is and it must be larger than diameter of 2 inches, isn't it?
Right. So the fillet must be bigger than 2 inches on it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
it's good to know these things. If you're going to your local butcher and they're saying, "I support a house," and it clearly isn't, you'd be having words, wouldn't you? You'd be having some of that.
Yeah, because there's only 2 porterhouse. Well, you know, maybe someone here can give us a bit of clarification on it. But there's only 2 porterhouses in a beast. So out of all the rest are T-bones. So it's one to watch out for.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to be sold a porterhouse and it's clearly not. It's a T-bone.
Exactly. If you look it up online, and you can also quite clearly see it. You can see the additional steak. There's one little area on the fillet side. Where you see the additional steak there. You'll see that it's on a certain size. So it also cooks a little bit different, you know. Like, you know, when you're cooking your T-bone, you get your sirloin side and you get your fillet side. The fillet seems to, you know, whoop up a little bit quicker. But to me, I don't know. And then the sirloin, they just cook a little bit different, don't they?
So what else is in this box? 2 rump steaks, a big old T-bone.
2 370-gram pork chops.
Oh,
you know, that's a big pork chop.
Yeah,
is that a pork or not?
Yeah, that's a tom pork.
Tomahawk. Okay.
Big old chop. You know what? Pork is such an underrated cut. I love my pork in a minute, and big fat chop. Score that fat, treat it like a steak, get it to like 55, 60 is a thing of beauty, mate. Thing of beauty.
Right, yeah. I love a good pork chop.
Yeah.
Brilliant cut of meat. Maple mousse butter's just waving here.
Oh, no. Mousse maple butter, mate. Don't get the name wrong. Jesus Christ. They will literally smash your head in.
All right. So the butter people with the mousses and the maples.
Mousse maple butter.
But I've seen some great posts on Instagram of late with their butter slathered over a tomahawk. I think it was Fat Boy.
Mate, their butter is amazing. You think sweet and meat shouldn't really go, but somehow they've nailed it. Yeah. Just the right amount of salt and maple.
I mean, I've got two tubs. Well, one tub that doesn't have much left in it now, but
Yeah.
I will be slapping it on a steak soon, Mr. Moose / maple / butter / steak. Anyway, so back to the box. So it has one 660 gram T-bone, two rump steaks, two 370 gram pork chops, four chuck steak burgers. How's that?
Ooh. Their burgers are really nice, actually. Really nice. Yeah.
I haven't tried their burgers yet, so but it's a special shop. It's a special place, so you know.
You know what? Ginger Pig have got a they used to do. I don't know what the lay of the land is now with social distancing, but their butchery classes, they do a pork butchery class, and what we're cooking today, you can actually produce yourself. So they will talk you through how to make your own porchetta. So they will teach you how to stuff it, how to roll it, how to tie a butcher's knot, and then you take it home with you. So not sure if they're going on because of COVID, but the last one I did, we made our own porchetta, and it's yeah, what a wicked little gift for someone.
Okay, yeah, sweet. No, they're wonderful. I remember, well, it was quite a few years ago back in their Marylebone butchery, beef. Yeah. Oh, sensational. Well, I remember they asked us the different cuts where they were, and we had, it was a wonderful evening. Yeah.
I won a few extra little chops because they were asking like, "Where's this come from?" And I was being a swat like I am, a beef nerd, a pork nerd. You know what I mean? I knew all the cuts.
So then they, and then as well as that, I remember tasting a lot of the different cuts cooked in a few different ways. So yeah, wonderful night there, and hopefully with all their social distancing, their classes start back up soon. But
yeah.
You can check all this out online. But back to the box that's being given away, Jack.
There's not more in it, is there?
There's more. So yeah, 1 by 660 gram T-bone, 2 rump steaks, 2 by 370 gram pork chops, 4 chuck steak burgers, 12 Lincolnshire sausages. How's that?
Oh, that's a feast. That's a feast right there.
And all of the beef, it's all 28 day dry aged. So a wonderful box. It'll be that could look after you for quite some time. And,
that's amazing. I'm getting my gloves on because it's time to take the pork off.
Okay. All right. Well, looks like I'm up to internal temperature 61 with mine. You've got your crackling or crackled. Yeah. Jack. How do you do it? You're just too good, mate. This is sensational.
I love a bit of research, mate. I love to go on YouTube and watch a million videos about how to do something and then put it into practice. I'm one of these visual learners. If you wrote something down, I'd struggle. But to watch it being done, I know now.
Program schedule.
Yeah,
No, that's great, mate. That's great. Wow. All right. I think we've got to see that. I think yours is coming up for a bit of chopped up there. We've got it's about 25 minutes past. So, let's look at Jack's pork here.
Let me get the. Hold on. Slow down.
Oh my God.
There we go. So what I'm doing now is just taking off the prongs.
So tell us a little bit more. So this is just a bit of a recap then. It took this out of the fridge a little earlier, about an hour before you started cooking it. You cooked it in the rotisserie.
I took it out about an hour before, about 4 o'clock. So about 3:30, I took it out. I let it rest.
Yeah.
Room temperature. Dried it with a kitchen towel because what you want to do is with the crackling.
Yeah.
You want to take off any excess moisture that is on it because you're never going to get it crackling if you do that. And then on the rotisserie it went about 4. I had a bed of charcoal underneath. But what I did is I made a little well underneath the pork because what you don't want to do with crackling or any sort of meat is when you're trying to render the fat, you don't want the fat to drip directly onto your charcoal, because what's going to happen is it's going to burn and send up nasty vapors and like blacken your crackling. So if you just have charcoal heat, yeah, but just have it going, it will render that fat down, and it will make that crackling really crispy. But we're going to do that trick anyway, what I told you about. We're going to get some of this hot oil on the top.
Okay.
Finish it off.
Okay, so Chef Clyde's asking what we're doing, but yeah, today we're cooking up a porchetta from the Ginger Pig butchery in London, who are delivering nationwide, and who we have a prize for, which is a barbecue box, which we've gone through in detail, all of the components of the barbecue box. But
sausages, rump steaks, yeah, that's it.
Rump steaks, burgers, pork chops.
Pork chops, that's what I forgot.
All right, yeah, get ready and show us your slicing, mate. Mine's going to take a little bit longer.
Well, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to let it rest for a minute. And I'm going to do that little oil trick to crisp up that fat. So I've got my oil in the barbecue. Coming up to temperature, 200 degrees I want the oil to be at. How far off is yours, Mr. Hills?
Well, I'm at 61 internal, so I'm a little bit far away yet. I've gone low and slow too early and not quite ready just yet.
Oh, mate, what are you going to do though? But that's it, isn't it? That's barbecue. I mean, that's that.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's the thing. You're beautiful there, mate.
Yeah, look, so we've got like, you know, can you hear that?
I can. That's sensational. That's going to make a great post tomorrow, isn't it? Oh my gosh! Wow. Can everyone out there hear the sound? Do it again, Jack. Do it again. Do it again. Again.
Oh. You watch when we get some of this oil on it, mate. It's going to go mad.
Absolutely. Maybe I should look at doing that here, just to hurry mine along. I want to have a bit of slice of lime where we've got, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm smashing the place up, mate. I've dropped the rotisserie.
We hear it amazing from Mac and G. So excellent. Yeah, great.
I mean, do you want to tell people what's going to happen in the next few weeks? What's the plan with?
Mate, we got weeks ahead planned now. So next week is going to be We're going to do a brisket.
I mean, I told you that last week, didn't I? By accident, I was like, whoop. Whoops.
The week after, we're going to do the sizzling sirloin.
Oh, sizzling sirloins. That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah. The week after that, we're going to do, well, I think we might have, we're doing a bit of a charcuterie, I think, that week, plus some more pork in a different way.
Yeah, more pork.
Yeah.
And we've got a leg of lamb, haven't we, on the go? One week.
Oh, yes. Sorry, that's the next week, isn't it? Yeah. Now I'm up. Yeah. So the week after that looks like a leg of lamb from wonderful farmer. You know, it's a 7th generation farmer. How cool is that going to be?
7th generation. I'm trying to work out in my head, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we announce the winner of the box?
I think that's important now. So yes, let's let's announce the winner of the box. Who we'll put in contact with Ginger Pig, and Ginger Pig will send out the prize to them.
Yep.
And again, we've gone through the ingredients there. It's going to be a wonderful box, and hope you enjoy it. You know, give us feedback, both Jack and I. Just send us, you know, how you got on with it. You know, we'd love to hear your feedback on it. So, yeah. So, Jack, tell us the winner.
The winner is let me try and remember the name because it's a funny Instagram handle, is at Beardo Barbecue Beers.
At Beardo
Barbecue Beers.
All one word?
Yep.
All right. Well,
had a look at the account, mate. Wicked little account. Obviously loves his barbecue, loves his cooking. So, yeah, looks good.
Well, Beardo Barbecue Beers, if you're watching, well, we've got a beer, we've got a barbecue, and we've got beers. How's that? And congratulations, you won the prize.
I think we should taste this, though. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's about time. Seeing as your pork's ready, you know, let's have a look at this. Let's pour a glass and then have a look at the slicing of your pork and have a look at, you know, what you've done.
It's not ready. I need to do the crackling. Let me do the crackling.
Okay.
Right, let me zoom in.
Mine's starting.
Right. So as I said, we've got some really hot oil in the barbecue, and we're going to drizzle it over the top of the pork to crisp up that crackling.
Yeah.
So I need my special glove for this.
Okay. Ooh, here we go. What's up, guys? Loving the vid. Cheers, Rich B. Nice one, mate. Hope you like the pork. Hope you like the wine.
Whew. Crackling it up nice.
Mate, I don't know how you do the timing. You've done so well with that, champion. Mine was just a little bit, you know, little bit too late. I thought I'd started early and got it going, just and done the timing right, but I've overshot.
But that's the thing, mate, isn't it? You know, barbecue is ready when it's ready. You can't rush these things. So what are you going to do?
Okay, so now that we've got a glass of our organic Shiraz Cabernet in our hands. Cheers, Jack.
That smells lovely.
Mm. Ooh. That is good, isn't it? Wow.
Oh, that is special. Really smooth, isn't it?
How do they keep coming out with nice wines like that? It just keeps it, like without, you know, any prejudice, you know, so on and so forth, and being part of the show, they just seem to send us really lovely stuff.
I mean, there are other wines available, but these are clearly the best ones, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So,
Cardo, Waitrose, by the bottle or by the case.
By the case, let's say on that one. Anyway, so
Especially the one
pork. I'm going to have a look at my pork.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a bit of a spin, see how that crackling's going.
Show me, zoom in. I want to see.
How do I do that? I'd have to move my equipment outside, and it's I still haven't gone down the.
One of these. You need one of these gazebos.
Look at that.
Oh, I need some posh gloves like you. I've got these old like metal workers gloves. They're a bit grim.
You see that? That's cooked. It's lovely smoke. It just doesn't have the crackling on it. It doesn't have the crackling on it.
Yeah. You know what you could always do? When you slice it, take off the crackling in the oven, mate. Hot as your oven goes, let it bubble up.
Okay. Hang on. I'll probably go in.
Hills, I'm loving that shirt, mate. That's a thing of beauty, that shirt. Is that a new one?
It's no, I found it in the back of the cupboard.
I like it.
Yeah, the other ones were having a bit of a wash, and this one sort of seemed to appear and kind of look cool. So
I like it, mate.
Yeah. So how are we off for time anyway? So we've announced the winner.
Yeah,
The wine.
20 to 7. Done the wine, done the beers. Pork's looking good. We'll get some nice shots of it sliced up on Instagram later on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are you going to do any slicing now?
Not ready.
Not ready? You got to let it rest a bit, do you?
Yeah, got to let it rest. Really important thing with any meat, let it rest. After it comes off, you've got to let it rest for like, a rule of thumb is like a quarter of the time you've cooked it for. So if you've cooked something for like 4 hours, you really want to let it rest for like an hour.
Yeah, I think mine's going to need a good rest. I want to get that crackling up. I've got temperatures coming up on the gizmo here, so it's all looking good. So yeah, so we've done the winter round barbecue. I think we should head over to the Fat Foodie UK. What do you think?
Mate, I'm looking forward to this. I want to see what he's wearing. I think it'll be a good time. Oh, I forgot to ask you, what are you serving with your pork?
What are we serving with the pork? Well, I used the, initially when I was cooking it, right, I had it in a little silver tray, and underneath it I had some vegetables, Fat Foodie, any moment. I had some vegetables in there in the bottom of it, and just as a trivet. You know that word?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, little. Basically, it lifts it up from the bottom of the tray so you don't burn. You use the juices to create some nice crackling.
Correct. Like, mate, you're way ahead of me. You know that was really you. You're so smart, fella.
Like in Bruce, do you know this word? Alcohol? Do you know this word?
So I used some vegetables as a bit of a trivet to keep the pork up off the bottom of the tray. But there was a lot of juices that came out, etc. So that I've made into a gravy, and then there's a bit of side of some apple sauce.
Oh, nice.
How's that? Nice and simple.
I've gone really posh, mate. I've done a panzanella with feta cheese.
Whoa.
Do you know this word, panzanella?
Go on, spell it. I get it.
Nah.
Okay, it's some sort of salad, isn't it?
Yeah, basically like a cold salad. So we've got some green beans we blanched, cooked. My beautiful assistant will show. So look.
Okay.
Green beans, fennel, red onion, a little bit of red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, and we're going to add some feta cheese to it before we serve it.
Fantastic, mate. Well, Naughty Grub says you posh bugger.
That's right, mate.
Hey, Barbecue Jay, how you going, mate? Right, so then maybe we should do a little bit of a wrap up then, Mr.
Yeah.
Get on the Fat Foodie for the afterburn.
Yeah, so we've got to say thank you to our beer sponsors, Beavertown Brewery, based in Tottenham. Thank you very much for sending us a nice case of your beers. We had a Blood Orange IPA, a Gamma Ray IPA, we had a neck oil, we had the Nanobot, which is like their easy drinking 2.5% IPA beer. So yeah, nice daily drink. And there's another one, isn't there? Purple one, which is a bit of a
Lupaloid.
Lupaloid, yeah. That's an end of the night beer. That you don't want to have like 6 pints of that. You'd be in trouble, wouldn't you? That's a nice couple of cans of a Sunday afternoon.
All right, and then also too, thanks to Erman's Wine for the Shiraz Cabernet. That was lovely, lovely wine. It will go really well with the pork when my pork is ready, and for yourself as well once we've given it a good rest.
Poor Penny.
And we'll show the pork later as well when
yeah, I'll do some nice slicing videos of mine and crisp up that skin and yeah.
And then most importantly, thanks to the Ginger Pig for supporting us and their porchetta and also the prize for today as well. So, you know.
Yeah, Beardo Barbecue Beers, congratulations. Awesome barbecue box coming to you. Steaks, T-bone, pork chops, sausages, burgers, mate. Everything.
Well done, well done. All right, well, anything you want to say before we head over to the Fat Foodie Champion?
Yep. Thanks for joining us again. Fiery Thursdays every week, 6 o'clock. We'll be cooking no matter what the weather, rain or shine. We've got a gazebo up.
Yeah. Well,
thanks for mate. I need a hair. I'm jealous of your haircut. I need to like.
It's the old man cave up in the Church Street, mate. They're open.
Bit of N16 massive.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, legendary again. Next week is brisket. We'll be back again, like you say. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're booked in for ages now.
I'm looking forward, mate, to next week. Trenchmore Farm brisket and their silly moo cider.
Oh, oh my God. I'm feeling a bit of silly moo already.
Oh.
Okay, champion. Well, we better get over to Fat Foodie now. He's probably getting all
chomping at the bit, bless him. Chomping at the bit.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, champion. Hey, love your talk, love your style. Catch you soon.
Like, subscribe, Jack's Meat Shack. Yeah.
See you soon, mate. All right, now we get to, oh, here we go. Where we go? Oh, Fat Foodie UK. Oh my God, we're about to go wild. Everybody, it's just about to get real. Waiting for the Fat Foodie. Oh my God.
Hello, mate. Get it all. Here we go.
Oh, just champion, you are.
Cocktails here. How are you?
Well, all the better for seeing you, mate.
Well, you know, I thought I'd put on my birthday suit for you, you know. I've just had a bowl of tequila sunrise dropped off to my house.
Whoa, whoa.
So that's why I'm currently sat in my child's paddling pool dressed as a parrot. Yeah.
Mate, I understand. Things are only just going to go get better from here.
Well, you know, got to do my best for you. How are you anyway?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I've got a bit of a porchetta in the SmokeFire here, cooking up.
Watching, mate. It looks sexual. The sound of that crackling as he scraped the knife down its back.
Oh, Jack always seems to. He's a master. He's always he's outdone me there. He's got his crackling already going. One's got a little bit more time to get.
No, patience, mate. Patience is a virtue. You take your time with that.
It's coming. All right, we'll wait for that. Here we go. We got a bit of.
How long's it been in?
Well, I started off low and slow, so I started off about 3 o'clock. Put that in, and got it. You know, and I was using the new feature on the SmokeFire, so just to give it a bit of a smoke first. So really slow at about sort of 100 degrees. You know, just to get it infused with a bit of smoke, get it cooked a big way through. Then I was hoping to get it really hot, get that crackling going, but I haven't quite done it yet.
Nah, you'll get there, mate. You got all night, ain't you? Rain, snow, or shine.
Exactly. It's raining down here as well, you might
mate, I'm currently under an umbrella, a very big umbrella, so I'm not getting wet at the minute. But what I didn't realise is that when I blew the paddling pool up, the rain filled it slightly, so now my pants are really wet. I've got a soggy bottom. No one likes a soggy bottom.
Oh, mate, yeah. It's the way of the world sometimes, isn't it, mate? But, yeah, so what have you been up to lately, mate? What stuff have you got going on?
Well, I mean, I thought during lockdown it would kind of give me a bit of time, a bit of family time with the little one and the wife, but the traders and businesses have completely stepped it up a notch, and I've had delivery kits like every week, and like some of the kits that I've had. What was the one that I did last? Tom Griffiths of Flank. I did his his brisket shawarma, and it was just they're just a different level. The fact that you can have these high quality dishes cooked by yourself in your own home is 10 out of 10.
Mate, yeah, it's been. I've noticed that too. There's been some wonderful restaurants and some wonderful stuff shipping out boxes of their food that you can cook at home, or and replicate some of the fantastic meals you've got.
Did you see the Hawksmoor T-bone?
Mate, little secret, that's going up tomorrow.
Are you joking?
Yeah. It took me time to post it, but I cooked that up last weekend, mate, over an open fire. It was a porterhouse, not a T-bone.
Oh, was it a porterhouse? Do apologise. Back, yeah. But yeah, it was just a solid bit of meat. It was like a slab. But yeah, I've seen a few people cook that up, and it's just looked unreal.
It's sensational. Yeah, I think that they're one of the sort of premier restaurants around the place, so they could really smashed it out with a premier box there. The porterhouse is sensational. I got mine probably on the medium side of medium rare.
Nice.
How do you like your porterhouse? What's your sort of porterhouse style?
Oh, through and through. Back in the day, I was more of a, forgive me, God, for I have sinned, but I was more of a chicken and a fish man. Or
vegetarian.
Before I tried a decent steak. No, I was always used. The same with burgers. I never really was a fan of a burger because I was always used to like the sizzling pub burgers. And until people started using quality beef for a burger, is when I really found the love for a big, juicy, dripping burger. So yeah.
Oh my God! Well,
medium all day long.
Yeah. No, I must admit, Nate. I was much of the same. I was a bit of a sort of steak and burger heathen, if you like, until this Instagram thing, and it's like, my God, there's a difference between a porterhouse and a T-bone. There's a bavette, medium rare, 28-day dry age. Holy smoke! It's like wine, mate. It's a whole another world, isn't it?
Yeah, and wines and olive wines. I was never a fan of a wine until I tried natural wines. Big up Wine Freedom, and olives. I'm a sucker for an olive. I'll just sit there and eat bowls and bowls of olives. Yeah, Church Farm Brewery are locked in. Big up Church Farm Brewery. I've got a competition coming with them next week. They're giving away 2 cases of their IPA. 2 cases. That's 48 cans. 48.
Oh, God. That'll get you through a Monday night.
Do you know what I mean? What's Thursday Club today, isn't it? Hey.
So yeah.
About sausage.
Pardon?
I wanted to talk not about my sausage, about sausage, British sausage.
Oh.
I met Alistair last year at Smokefest, which Smoke Catering set up, and his sausages were good then. But he's just sent me a selection of his sausages, and I know that you and Fat Boy, big up Fat Boy as well, love Fat Boy, have been raving about the sausages, so I'm buzzed. But he's just sent me some test ones, a full English breakfast sausage.
Oh my God! Well, I've seen an image of it, and I've posted an image on mine for him, but I haven't tasted one, and I want to hear about how it tastes.
I wish I'd have cooked some up tonight and we could have done a tasting, but
because that's that is genius. That is next level genius. How on earth did no one think of this before?
I'd love to know how his filling process goes. How do you fill sausage to have each individual item down that length? Blows me head.
Mate, yeah, no, he's got something serious going on. He's a sausage autism,
Yeah.
Autistic sausage autistic.
Not right, but I like what's not right.
So yeah. So the Hawksmoor stuff, that's sensational. That's a box and a half. Sausage, that's pretty awesome too. Oh, can you remember where we met? That boy.
I mean, names, I will always have a place in my heart for these guys. These guys are like genuinely some of the nicest people that you could meet. And if I lived in London, I would be there every day, not even to eat, just to sit down and speak to Marcel and Josh. But Q Point at W12 Studios, it was a windy but sunny day.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, we had the nachos.
And that stuff is that's just food with love.
Little naans with brisket. I had the brisket and the lamb, and the jalapeno jam.
Oh,
Stuff should be.
jam. What, you know? How did they do that? It's up there with the full English breakfast sausage.
Exactly.
This is food genius, you know.
Yeah. Well,
if only I could come up with something like that.
They've done a Scotch bonnet one now as well.
Ooh.
And that really tickles the balls, and I like it.
Nice. All right. Well, I'll be waiting for that one. Maybe when all of this is said and done, whatever the universe brings us, then I think we should catch up with those guys.
I mean, I'm there. You say the Tuesday and I'll be there. That's what. So in my post that I put, I was like, Nachos for life, not just for Tuesdays. I think that should be a staple for their menu, because you could just have a tray. You can go down with a few pals and you could just have a tray, eat them all day.
Well, they're delivering nationally as well now.
Oh yeah, wink wink. They're delivering. Well, that's how the Midlands. So
yeah. I saw you had a post the other week. I had some of the nachos at home too. It is sensational. It's just, just can't be beat. Ooh, I think lots and lots. Guess who's actually going to be on the afterburn next week?
Oh, who?
Ooh.
I mean, I don't think they can stop sitting in a paddling pool in a parrot costume, drinking tequila sunrise out of a fishbowl. But
if only, Marcella, if you're watching, I want to see you in a parrot costume, sitting in a paddling pool, drinking margaritas. Okay, all right. Promise me that, please.
Yeah.
So, you're based up in the Midlands there.
Yes.
I've seen that you've done some quite wonderful things up there. You've been awarded for your foodie critique in your foodie. I don't know, foodie awards or foodie something or other.
I mean, I never thought that I'd be winning any awards, but to be independent Birmingham or there's an independent Liverpool, independent Birmingham, and they awarded me Best Social Media 2019 and the West Midlands Food and Hospitality Drink and Hospitality Awards. I mean, I should have remembered their name, but yeah. So I got awarded Best Instagram of 2019, and it's just mad, isn't it? It's nice to be recognised, but I didn't start this to win awards. But I have 2 trophies on my cabinet now above the mantelpiece.
Congratulations, mate. Well, that's very well done. Yeah, I like you say, I'm not in it for the awards either. I'm in it for the barbecue, and I'm just in it for the conversation like this, for meeting people, having a yarn, cooking some great food. I've learned. I should probably take this pork off fairly soon, but
check, mate. Give it a check.
But that's what I'm in it for. And then along the way, what I found was I began to learn a lot, which is like, oh my God, there's so much to this, and that's where I'm at. Is I love meeting all of the people, which is the whole idea, the whole start of it, is barbecue to connect.
Yeah.
But now the learning is insane. It's so much fun.
If people have so many different techniques and like little tweaks that you Jack just put, don't mess that pork up.
Yeah, I think I've hit the right internal temperature. I think they might have to come off now. I didn't get the crackling like pork, like that, but
if only it was a scratch and sniff.
Oh. I'm going to let that rest for a bit.
as Jack said, a quarter of the time that you cooked it.
Oh my God. No, oh, that's going to be delicious. That pork is going to be so nicely smoked through. Right. It might not have the crispy crackling like Jack, but that is going to be so delicious.
Just the colour. The colour looks good. It looks, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to let it rest before I slice it. You know, that needs a good half an hour, 3/4 of an hour even. You know?
The same with steak. You know, any meat you leave to rest before you slice.
Hold the pork for a second. There's my pork. Not quite the same as Jack's on the crackling front, but
yeah, I mean, you've got a thumbs up from me.
all right, mate. Well, let me get in and let me just put some foil over that. Hold the fort and tell us a bit about what's going on, what you got coming up, and I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just going through the process of voluntary redundancy. I'm moving on to some bigger and better things. A massive step in my life, but it's for the greater good. For the greater good. Yeah, so I'll be doing something that I love.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're well up there. The family's okay and everything, and you know you're.
The little one is coming up to 8 months old. He's got 4 teeth through now. He's just a generally happy baby. Like, if there's any dads or fathers going, like, he's just generally a happy kid. He smiles all the time. He only cries when he's hungry, which is you know, a bit like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's nice that everything's slowly going back to normal.
Okay. And you're getting ready to do some great things up there. You got anything in the pipeline up there? Why is it down there?
Yeah, yeah. So the big career change is massive for me, and that's going to be the biggest thing to get my head round at the minute.
So you go on the full-time influencer, have you?
No, I mean, me as well as everybody. Again, I hate calling myself an influencer because I'm just a fat shit that likes eating food. But making influencing a full-time job is, you know, near enough impossible if you've got a mortgage and stuff to pay for. So I'll be moving in the catering industry and working for a very big burger name.
Well, mate. And well, mate, I hope it goes really, really well for you. You know, like, if you ever need any support from us, you know, and Jack, and you know, anybody that we know, mate, we're all on it, mate.
One thing that they will have is one thing that I'll be booking in is a burger van, and so I'll be taking the burger van to various different nations, and I want to get a few exciting places booked in. I want to come down and see you guys. I want to be showing you what these guys are doing. Yeah. So yeah, exciting times.
Mate, well, stay in touch and keep us up to date, mate. And there's whatever we can do, and then you know, let's all work together and fling this out for you, mate. Because it sounds like pretty awesome. Sorry to rush you here, but it's really starting to piss down rain right where I am now.
Do you know what? I like you wet. I like it.
I'm thinking about your wet ass too, Shannon.
Oh yeah. I've got soggy pants. The soggy pants. But no, honestly, yeah. Thank you for having me on today. I know I'm dressed up like a prat. Yeah. It's good to be on, man. It's good to talk to you. And yeah, thank you for having me. Well, for everyone tuning. And I hope I get the price of that porchetta in the post.
Done, mate, done. Well, the pleasure's all ours. And